Breaking news, Trials of War is going to be free moving forward. Existing purchases will be refunded. And general hotfix news for Mechwarrior 5 Clans. Hi friends, I'm TTB. Welcome back to Mechwarrior 5 Clans news. Well, that was interesting and unexpected, but an interesting move from PGI. They're saying we're excited to share these details of the 5th Hotfix for Mechwarrior 5 Clans, featuring bug fixes and improvements for the Trials of War DLC. These updates aim to bring you the best possible experience over the holidays, starting with an incredible gift. Trials of War goes free. That means Trials of War will begin transitioning from a paid add-on to a free add-on, and anybody who purchased the DLC will receive a full refund. The timing of this transition, please just check the news post, whether you bought it on Xbox, Steam, Epic Games, Sony PlayStation, and so on. The refunds, important, will be issued by the respective platforms, so don't contact PGI about this. You have to contact the platform that you bought it on if the refund does not come automatically. Thank you for being part of the Mechwarrior community. Don't forget to read the full patch notes for more details on the upcoming hotfix. So, we can only speculate on what was going on there in the background. If I had to guess, here's the thing. PGI had a couple of ideas. For example, the new game modes. They thought, hey, you know what? If we take these two game modes, if we put together a couple of hero mechs, throw it all together into a DLC, we can do that very quickly. Maybe we can improve our Q4 numbers with that. Let's just throw it out there and see what happens. And they threw it out at a $20 price point that then got discounted to $15. And then the community told them what they thought of it, right? Especially after the DLC was out and people started posting reviews. Turns out that, at least for me personally, Arena mode and Horde mode were fun to play it with friends. If you don't have friends, it's a little bit more of a problem. But they felt unfinished and had a lot of issues that are not going to get addressed by the hotfix. And on top of that, it was basically just a good old Mechwarrior style mech pack, good old MWO style mech pack. I don't think personally there's anything wrong with that. Like I said, I found the $15 that they were asking for it fair on the higher end of things, absolutely. But if you're coming from Mechwarrior online pricing, definitely a fair price point for people that have experienced that for a long while. However, pricing is always subjective, and I can also understand people that say that they feel that this should have been a free update given the content, and that if PGI wants to do paid content, then they need to focus more on delivering exactly what made Mechwarrior 5 Clans a really, really good game, and that is, of course, the whole story content. And people will, as at least that's what they say, happily pay money for that. So overall, they tried something, it didn't work. But instead of just accepting it, they went and turned it, I would say, into a slight win by making it available to all players. That's a good move. That means they're just going to eat the cost of it. And honestly speaking, that's the best outcome possible, both for them and as well as for us. So when you're reviewing the DLC, at this point it doesn't even matter anymore. But if you wrote an angry review over Mechwarrior 5 Clans based on the DLC, well, consider changing that, and of course keep the whole story in the background, right? Keep the whole story in the back of your mind and see what they offer for next DLC. My only recommendation for PGI at this point is be more forthcoming on what you would like to release as a DLC and communicate it more clearly with the community ahead of time. This was we understand this was a fast thing. Okay, you tried something, didn't work out very well. That's okay. It's okay, no hard feelings, at least not from me, and I don't think from most of you guys as well. But the next time, just keep us in the loop. Tell us a little bit about what you're planning, what your ideas are. You don't have to be concrete with we're gonna have this and that on exactly that day, but just keep us in the loop so that the community can tell you, hey, we find this is really cool. Hey, we would like to see more of that. Hey, this point that you were discussing here, this idea, sounds great, cool, let's do that. Right? You've got a lot of people that have an opinion, and of course you can utilize these opinions to see what you maybe should do for the future. So the more you inform the community, the more feedback you're gonna get from them. Whereas if you have surprise DLCs, they can be surprised really good, or they can be surprised really bad, depending on what you ended up cooking up. So all I'm saying is keep the conversation going, and that way I think you will end up with a better end product. Now then, hotfix details. Hotfix is currently still in testing and certification for the different stores, for example, PlayStation and Xbox. But if there are no issues, the hotfix will deploy tomorrow. If there's a delay, they will upload their post. Trials of War content, SFX added to the sim point and menus, so localization fixes to the menus and features, arena modes. Okay, that's nice. We get a kill feed messaging in arena mode finally. An eject option in the radio menu. That is so you can eject from the back, for example, if you have basically no health left or if you're out of ammo. Ejecting counts as a kill for the last opponent that dealt damage to you. They fixed an issue where True-Born difficulty shielding was applied to pilots who are not on Team 1. Well, that would explain what I saw when I was trying it out, where I was shooting them like so many times, my teammates, and they didn't die, or at least not as fast as I would expect them to die. Adjusted environment art and fixed a ground collision issue in Monolith Field. Adjusted the selected mech variants on the trial terms and trial results screens. Some bug fixes, clients could not change specific arena options with gamepad, so that's fixed now. Padded images could be missing on the trial terms screen after the host restarts the trial, also fixed. Dealing damage to or killing teammates will count towards the total score. Okay, well that's good, that's fixed. Trial winner could be incorrectly marked in the trial results screen, fixed. Melee trials now correctly account for score ties. Team score is now listed in the trial results screen. An issue where the winner states wouldn't be displayed properly if users joined mid-trial is now fixed. Targeting box color for clients placed in Team 1 is fixed. An issue with the mission failure screen could sometimes appear if the host died during a trial. Yeah, your host dies and then the mission failed, quote unquote. That's fixed. And an issue where completing an arena trial and then running a campaign could cause issues with the command wheel and StarMate AI behaviors is fixed. And ground collision issue under one of the spawn points in the Smoke Jaguar trial arena is also fixed. Okay. Moving on to Horde mode. There was a bug where after wiping in Horde mode, the scan and radio menu could not be used in a subsequent campaign mission. We have come across that. That's now fixed. A bug where the player could get stuck inside the repair bay and lose functionality is now fixed. Yep, the dreaded repair bay bug. An issue where StarMates could stop responding to commands, fixed. Ammo crates could be scanned indefinitely each round. That is now fixed. You can only get one use. One ammo crate will restock per round. Choosing randomly from used the crates. Okay. Then fixed bugs relating to spawning and AI behavior. Fixed issues where no enemies would spawn in the wave. Yeah, we had that we killed the wave and nothing would happen, right? Fixed issues where enemies would spawn but stay stationary. Fixed issue where a boss wave would not spawn a boss after the first time encountering the gazelle. Fixed an issue where the drone so-called would travel too high out of range of the players. Okay, we did not come across that. Fixed the floating large wall debris and adjusted collision in problem spots throughout the map. Good. Platform specific for PC gamers. Fixed an issue where sometimes the mouse cursor would be present when starting missions. Yeah, I came across that. Good that that's fixed. Performance. Fixed a potential crash when toggling scan mode. What I'm not reading is fixed FPS. Mechwarrior 5 Clans at this point continues to have a very poor performance on pretty good PCs. And the funny thing is I get twice as much frames per second on better details in Stalker 2, which is notorious for being poorly optimized on the Unreal Engine 5, versus what I'm getting in Mechwarrior 5 Clans. So that is something that continues to be a problem for the game that PGI will need to address over the coming months. I realize it's not something they can do quickly. It's been a month now, they have developed some fixing, but overall performance is still pretty low. So I really hope that they will be able to dedicate more development time to that and try and find out what the issues are and how they combat them, because Mechwarrior 5 Clans deserves more FPS for everybody. Gameplay. Fixed a co-op issue where sometimes a player would not be associated with a pilot. Okay. They also fixed a bug where weapons could be disabled after scanning, then quickly switching mechs. An issue where the shutdown icon sometimes remained on screen after repair is fixed now. Yeah, we ran into that one. Fixed a technician issue where sometimes they would be distributed incorrectly. Repair bay commands can no longer be issued to repair bays that already have an assigned StarMate outgoing a repair command. Prior to this, you could issue a repair command, but it would just fail. And fixed instances where the HUD was still available during a repair in a repair bay. Okay, so a couple of bug fixes, mostly pertaining to arena mode and horde mode. Yeah, I would say like the way that the DLC shipped, or the quality level that the DLC level shipped in, for both Arena mode and Horde mode, too early. Like, way too early. You guys would have needed a week or two more of development time on that, just to iron out all the kinks and issues. DLC should not ship like that, in my opinion. So, glad they're fixed. Glad PGI did the right thing here and said, you know what? We tried something, didn't work out. Here you go, I'll give it to you. We'll try to do better next time. That deserves respect. At least it has my respect. That's a good move. I mean, that was the only move they could make that would earn them some goodwill with the community, right? So, still, it was the right move, and I've seen a lot of developers make the wrong move here. So, kudos where kudos is due. Looking forward to the next Mechwarrior 5 Clans DLCs. Looking forward to more story content. Looking forward to more hotfixes and bug fixes, especially in the frames per second department. The game's performance needs to get better to be a more enjoyable experience for everyone. It's just my couple of cents towards all of this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTB, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.